Hello, I'm Dennis from Yorkshire Gig Guide. I've just seen your performance on stage, which was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
So if you'd like to tell your fans a bit more about yourself.
Okay, my name's Nicola Farnham. I'm related to Robert Farnham, so there's quite a pedigree there, I think. And I play double bass and sing, and that's my main thing. And I swing with the double bass and sing. That's what I like to do.
Can you tell us how long this particular quartet's been together?
This particular one that I was playing with today, we've been together a couple of years. I have two main quartets, which means that I can try different things. One is a sort of more of an exploring one, another one is a bit more of a swingy sort of type. They're both quite similar in certain ways, but when you add different people, in jazz, you always bring a different kind of feel to everything. So today was Andy Chollerton, who is a fantastic keyboard player from Leeds, on keyboard. Dean Massa, who actually stood in because Jim Corrie, who's from Leeds, actually is on tour with Jamiroquai at the moment, and he got extended the tour, so he can do it. But Dean Massa stepped in last minute, fantastic sax player, has played with all the top guys. He's from Wigan. And Phil Johnson was on drums, and he is my main drummer. He's also my partner and father of my children. And yeah, we had a great time actually. I really enjoyed it.
Can you tell us what your main influences have been?
Oh, that's a tricky one actually, because they're quite mixed. I was brought up classically because my parents, very different backgrounds actually, but they met at a music college and they were both classical players. So I was brought up classically on the cello and the piano, which kind of led me into more, well, the direction of music obviously, but then I never thought I was going to end up classically. And jazz took over in my 20s when I took up the double bass and started singing. I knew all the songs because Dad was a massive Fred Astaire fan, so we saw all those films with all those lovely Gershwin, Cole Porter numbers and everything, and all the musicals. And my mum was a great fan of all that type of music as well. So I knew all the songs, so when I initially took up the double bass, I was actually busting quite a lot because I knew the melodies and I was just harmonising around on the double bass. I love jazz, I love swing, I love all sorts of music, but I also love Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, and being kind of like growing up in the 70s a bit, I love sort of like the soul-y disco, Earth, Wind and Fire. So there is quite a lot of types of things that I like. I have a lot of feels that are going on in me when I approach music, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I like Jimi Hendrix actually, I love Jimi Hendrix. Anyway, lots of music, of course jazz.
Yeah, I see you write your own songs. How do they come to you? Is it just things in general?
There's a couple of ways that I write my own songs. Sometimes I write at the piano, and melodies or lyrics come to me, like a line will come, an idea for a song, and I can sit down and develop it a bit at the piano. Or sometimes I'll be with my bass and I'll come up with some sort of riff and some melody line on top of that. So there are two kind of ways that I can approach writing, and sometimes it'll come very quickly and it's amazing if that happens, but sometimes I've found that you get an idea and you can get that, but to actually finish and craft the idea and make it as good as the initial sort of impulsive idea is quite a craft to it. And obviously the songs that we listen to are, especially in jazz, they're amazingly crafted and the lyrics are amazing, so there's a lot to kind of live up to, and I'm still working on that one.
Have you any more gigs in the pipeline this year?
I have quite a few gigs. Not this month actually, August, because I have two children, two lovely girls, Billy and Jodie, and it's their summer holidays, so we're off on holidays tomorrow, and August is kind of that kind of thing. But after that I'll be back to doing gigs. I'm playing, I can't remember my dates very well, but if you go to my website you'll be able to see all my dates there, and my website is nicolafarnham.co.uk or nicolafarnham.info. There's actually quite a lot of ways that you can get to my website. If you just ding in my name, Nicola Farnham, you'll get there.
Right, can I say thank you very much on behalf of Yorkshire Gig Guide for giving us your time after such a hectic performance.
Yeah, it was very wet. I was amazed that everybody stayed, and I was very, very touched that they did, because it was a downpour. And can I just say, Dennis, thanks ever so much for helping me down my nicely to you. You're very sweet.
Thank you very much.